Now I will perform the splitting by text structure. So this technique is used a lot, and in LangChain the class name is RecursiveCharacterTextSplitter. So this particular class I will be going to use to perform the text splitting by text structure. So now what do you mean by this? It means that this particular splitter will try to organize the text in paragraph first. So if you have some text and you have a paragraph, so it will try to make the chunks in paragraph. If it is not possible to make the chunks in paragraph, then it will see the sentences. This is first sentence and this is the second sentence in a new line. So in the next line you have a new sentence, so it will try to make a chunk by sentences. Yes, if sentences are also not possible, then it will go for words. Let's say few words, it will put it in one chunk, and few words it will put in another chunk. And if words are also not possible, then it will go for characters. So you will be thinking why it will not be possible, because maybe you have given a very small chunk size. Let's say the chunk size is only 2. So obviously then it has to break character wise. So it's all depend on the chunk size, how much chunk size you have given. So let me explain you using chunkwiz.up website. So I go there, and here if you notice, these are the 4 lines I have written, and this time I will not use character splitter, I will use recursive character text splitter. And let's say here the chunk size I give as 100. So if I give 100, you see it has created 2 chunks only, and the chunks are created based on paragraph, and average chunk size is 55. So you see 55 characters are in chunk 1 and 55 characters are in chunk 2. So let's say I reduce this number below 50 or around 50. Now you see it has made the chunks based on sentences. So paragraph wise it was not possible, so it has made the chunks by sentences. So first time it will try to organize the text in paragraph, then sentences. So this time sentences. Yeah, if I reduce the chunk size to now 25, this is in chunk 1. Then this is, you see, after data, this is a separate chunk and this is a separate chunk. Here this is a separate chunk and this is a separate chunk. So it has broken by words. Yes, if you give a very less size, let's say 3 or 2, then now you see it is separating by characters, which is not good. But if you give a accurate number, let's say if I give 100, then it will give very good results. That is why this technique is used a lot. So here 2 chunks are properly created. So I will show you this in Visual Studio. So here I have already created a file RecursiveCharacterTextSplitter.py, and here the code is almost similar which I created last time. So here I am writing from LangChain.TextSplitter import recursive character text splitter. Last time I used character text splitter, this time just recursive word extra. Now I will be going to call this recursive text splitter, and here I will be going to use the chunk underscore size, that will be, let's say, equal to 400, and chunk underscore overlap, that will be equal to 0, and I will equate it with the splitter object. So that's fine. After this I will be going to use the text. So I will use the same text which I used in the previous demonstration. So this is a string, and I copy the whole string and paste it here. Now I will be going to use this splitter object, and I will be going to use the function which is called split text, and in that I will be going to pass the text which is equal to str, and you see this will return me the list of chunks. So I will equate it with list of chunks. So that's good. Now you see the ideal situation will be that I should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chunks, and it's a very long sentences. Okay, it's not small sentences, these are long sentences. I have 5 paragraphs, so I want the ideal situation that I should get 5 chunks for this. So let me count how many chunks are created. So I will be going to print the length of list of chunks. So let me check how many chunks are created. So here 7 chunks are created, but I want 5. So that is not the desired result. So let's say I change it to 500 and see whether I get the desired result or not. So if I execute it again, so here you see I got 5, that's fine. So if I print the chunks, so I will write print and I will just print list of chunks. So I run this, so there will be a list where 5 chunks will be created. So here the output is 5, and this is chunk number 1, and this is, you see, chunk number 2, which is starting from machine learning. And you see the second paragraph is starting from machine learning, the third paragraph is starting from natural language, and here you see this is chunk number 3, which is starting from natural language processing. The fourth is starting with AI is transforming. Here AI is transforming, so after comma it means it's a fourth element of the list, and looking ahead is the fifth element. So if you want to see a particular one, let's say I want to see the third one, so I will put 2 and run it. So you see it is showing me natural language processing, which is the third one. Here first, second and third, everything is perfect. I have made this time proper chunks by giving the accurate number or chunk size. So that is why this technique is used a lot.